Who was King Arthur? A noble warrior? A mythical king? A divine symbol? Today we journey through the tangled web of legend, poetic invention, and historical whispers to uncover the hidden meanings behind Britain's most enduring hero. This is King Arthur. Legend, mystery, and the hidden truth. Part 1. The Forgotten King. Arthur may have lived around 500 AD, a war chief of the Romano-British, resisting Saxon invasions after Rome's legions left Britain. The monk Gildas, writing around 540 AD, describes the chaos of the time, though he never names Arthur. Later sources, such as the 9th century Historia Brittonum and the Annales Cambriae, credit Arthur with leading the Britons at the Battle of Mount Badon and falling at Camlan. The real Arthur might have been a figure like Riothamus, a high king who led 12,000 warriors to fight in Gaul around 470. He disappears into Burgundy, heading toward a place called Avalon. Coincidence? Perhaps. But history leaves room for myth to grow. Part 2. The Celtic Hero. Long before Arthur sat at Camelot, he rode through the hills of Celtic myth. He slays giants, battles witches, hunts the magical boar Twrch into the sea. In a Welsh poem, Arthur raids Annwn, the Otherworld, to steal a magic cauldron, a pagan prototype of the Holy Grail. Only 7 of his men return. This Arthur is a warrior-shaman, closer to Heracles than to any medieval knight. And in one eerie tale, he seeks the blood of the Black Witch, daughter of the White Witch, from the Valley of Grief in Hell. His men fail, mauled and driven out. Arthur alone defeats her with Carwenan, his sacred knife, slicing her in two like a butcher's cleaver. The witch may be chaos itself, and Arthur, a hero of order who braves the underworld to wrest wisdom from the dark. Part 3. Sword in the Stone, Sword in the Lake. There are 2 famous swords in Arthurian legend. The sword in the stone proves his divine right to rule. Excalibur, given by the Lady of the Lake, is the mark of mystical authority. One is power through destiny. The other power through alliance with the otherworld. Later tales say Excalibur is returned to the lake by Bedivere after Arthur's final battle. An arm rises from the water, catches the sword, and vanishes. This isn't just storytelling. It's mythic language. Arthur rules between worlds. Part 4. Camelot and the Code of Chivalry. Arthur's court becomes the template of nobility. The Round Table, introduced by Wace and expanded by Layamon, ensures no knight is greater than another. Chrétien de Troyes gives us tournaments, hawk contests, and romances, like Eric and Enid, or Lancelot and Guinevere. In Eric and Enid, a beauty contest leads to a brutal duel. Knights bleed for honor, but show mercy in defeat. Chivalry is the law, bravery, courtesy, and devotion to love. Yet even in this golden court, seeds of betrayal grow. The affair between Lancelot and Guinevere splits the fellowship. Arthur's strength falters and Camelot begins to fade. Part 5. The Quest for the Grail. The Holy Grail enters the legend through Chrétien and grows in the works of Robert de Boron and later romances. To some it is Christ's chalice. To others, a cauldron of rebirth from Celtic myth. The Grail is not won by strength, but by purity. Galahad, not Arthur nor Lancelot, achieves the vision. He vanishes from the world, having seen the divine. Arthur's realm, focused on worldly honor and political order, cannot contain the mystery of the Grail. The legend itself grows more spiritual, a parable of inner awakening. Part 6. The Fall of Avalon. Mordred, Arthur's son or nephew, the result of an incestuous mistake, rebels while Arthur wages war abroad. In the final battle, Arthur kills Mordred with a spear, but suffers a fatal blow. He commands Bedivere to return Excalibur to the lake. The sword is accepted by a spectral hand. Then a barge of black-cloaked queens arrives to take Arthur to Avalon, the land of immortal heroes. Some believed Avalon was Glastonbury, surrounded by marshes, where monks claimed to have found Arthur's tomb. On the grave, the words "Hic jacet Arthurus rex quandam rexque futurus." Here lies Arthur, the once and future king. Part 7. Sacred Kingship and Myth. Was Arthur a sacred king? Some say he was married to the land itself, his Guinevere not a woman, but the triple goddess of sovereignty. Mordred, his challenger, is the archetypal rival who must slay the king so the land may be renewed. In this light, Arthur is not a man, but a cycle. A myth that returns with every new age. From ancient Celtic warlord to medieval ideal, from warrior priest to tragic king, Arthur has worn many faces. He is a symbol of the eternal quest, of lost unity, of the dream that we can be more than we are. And in the end, he remains what he was always meant to be, the once and future king. Subscribe for more from This Is It.